All righty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys, I'm going to make a statement right here, and I do think this is what's going on. Guys, we're in a very trappy market currently. Traps all over the place. I think that was very apparent from yesterday. I'm just going to make the statement that I think we are topping. All right, I think we are putting in a major top, and I understand some people don't want to hear that, but yeah, I do think that is going to be the case, and I do think we're going to start that move down to 460. All right, I'm not talking about, we're just going to straight sell down. We're going to talk about some things in this video that are going to be your warning signs, and then we're going to see that move happening. As of right now, things are still holding up. I'm going to show you in a second. Not looking terrible. I'm definitely going to tell you right now, we're in a trappy market, and I think they're literally just trying to, trying to read their hand, and I think they're just trying to fake the crap out of everyone, just draw liquidity, just take everyone's money right at the top, get everyone confused, so they can then prepare for that next move. All right, now, number one, all right, extremely easy, which I'm kind of tight that I didn't notice this until tonight, literally last night when I was sitting there charting. I used to use this in the past, but I did not notice how literally how easy that this is your warning sign. All right, the 9 EMA, this is your warning sign. We are going to talk about some others because I like to go off of structure here, but I'm just going to tell you right now, this 9 EMA is very clearly something that has been holding up price for this whole entire run. You finally lost it over here. You had to close underneath it right here. Guess what? All right, you got back above it, and now you're stalling out here. What else did I notice to think it was yesterday? What the heck is this? You have a quadruple bearish divergence going on. I don't even think I mentioned this in yesterday's video, guys. You have a quadruple bearish divergence on your daily RSI with this high. All right, you have 1 point, you have 2 point, you have 3 point, you have 4. All right, now let's look at price. You have 1 point, you have 2 point. That's actually right here, 2 point. You have 3 point, you have 4. Quadruple bearish divergence, guys. The last triple bearish divergence we had literally did mark the top. And guess what? Your boy was also saying the same thing over here, because not only were we slamming into resistance, but we were also, in an extremely trappy. Guys, what the heck is this big red candle? And then boom, the next day, you gap up here, you come down here, there's a $3 sell, just recover and then push up. Guys, this is a massive traps that were happening up here. Guess what? I think we got the same exact thing going on right now. Right now. That's the statement. That is the statement. All right. So, guys, I'm either going to be wrong here or I'm right. It's one or the other. I'm not giving you an if then, no if then statement here. This is like, hey, guys, I think we're topping. If we go up, I'm just saying, I think upside is extremely limited, and I don't think you're going to break this. All right. I think we are seeing traps set right before they start pulling that rug. All right. And, guys, don't get perma bearish. I just showed you have no reason to even get any bearish, any means of bearishness until you can lose this 9 EMA. Guys, it has been holding up price this whole entire time. You want to see what you had over here where you get underneath it and then you retest it. It'd be phenomenal. You can even look over here on the hourly time frame. Again, this thing, when you start getting under it, that is when you start losing your trend. Guess what? Right now, you're holding above it, and you are also holding above some critical spots over here in SPY. Now, let's talk about some levels, all right? Right over here, guys, all right? You got this zone. Price is literally holding exactly where it needs to hold, but let's look at where it's rejecting at. First things first, guys, you have not been able to get an hour close above this 476.98 level, which was the high of this candlestick right here. See that big, fat, long-legged doji. You've also not been able to get an hourly close over 478.12, which was also this high right here. These are two important levels that if you want to see this, bull trend, whatever you want to call this, uptrend continue, you're going to need to see these things break. And I don't think anybody really should be playing the long side unless you're a day trader, unless these break. That's just my opinion there, just an opinion. There we go. All right. Now, we're going to take a step over here to QQQ. Actually, let's look at the weekly time frame, all right? I know that's, kind of the point of the weekly updates, but guess what? You also do have that bearish divergence going on, ever so slight right there. All right, guys, you topped out when your RSI got up here last time. Not saying that's what's going on here, but I did just point out the similarities between what happened over here, what happened here, and you also have the triple bearish divergence. Guess what? You had that going on. Actually, is this high right here? Did we have a quadruple bearish divergence over here? 76.96. That holy gee whiz. All right. Quadruple bearish divergence literally marked your last major top before a $40 to $50 sell. In the short term, it marked it before a $26 sell. That would be equivalent to us, literally coming down all the way to 460 and breaking that bad boy and coming down almost to 450. Be right here where you broke out from. All right. Maybe that's, hey guys, we're going to play this level by level. All right. And if you break 460, we're coming down to this next level right over here, which was the high of 453.67. All right, guys. I just want to talk about some things, guys. That's why I started the video off in the manner I did. I told you I wanted to make a statement. Listen, guys. I told you guys the other day I'd be humbled. I humbled the living crap out of myself. All right. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm disgusted by any individuals out there who, try and bring me down after you clear as day. See that, I already was down. I was beating myself up. All right. But if you want to sit there and come onto someone's channel and be a hater and literally come back to only try and bring someone down, guess what? You're pathetic and you should look in the mirror and you should acknowledge that you're not a man. No one should be trying to bring someone else down. I don't care what you got going on in your life. The only reason someone tries doing so is because you got emotional damage going on. All right. So, hey, take a look in that mirror and all right. Talk to yourself. See what's going on in your head. Because I could tell you I do it. And maybe it's a little weird, but guess what? All right. If you want to sit there taking all of your frustration out on somebody else, all right. Well, I'm not even going to say frustration, right? But if you feel bad about yourself and then want to come over here and try and bring someone else down, guess what? I'm going to tell you the gosh honest truth. Guess what? It's that you're not feeling the best on the inside, and you should probably address that, because I don't try and bring other people down. I might be a piece of poop sometimes to myself, but I'm telling you right now, all right? I told you I was going to humble myself. I hate that I warned myself and then literally did exactly what I warned myself about, but that is okay. All right? Top. I think where it's either in or we're going slightly higher. Maybe you push slightly above all-time highs. And we're going to have to see about that. But then, I do think we got the sell incoming. Obviously, we're going to be discussing this in detail and putting all the pieces together in the weekly update. It will be a longer form piece of content. QQQ, guys, we're looking at the same exact thing. We're actually going to take this down over here. We're going to come over here to the hourly time frame. And I'm going to tell you what to watch. All right. So obviously, you got the 9 EMA if you really want to watch it. Because as you can see, this is literally something that is supporting a trend. Downtrend and uptrend. All right, guys? We called the bottom. I don't know what to say. We had two scenarios. You either went a little lower and then you did that. Or you were going to go, well, I thought you were going to backtest this 402.90 level right here. And then you were going to go like that. Then you're going to find yourself down there anyway. And that would have been a nice break and retest. Guess what? Then, somewhere at the end of this day right here, I actually left a comment, on my own video. And just in case anybody was watching that video later, I was saying, hey, I actually don't think this looks bearish at all. I think we are going to continue higher. So guys, all right? I might get things wrong, but anybody who's been following along knows damn right I'm going to say we get 75% of price action, almost exactly called here on this channel. And then the rest we're going to leave up to those if-then things. But guys, when I see things, I will say things. When probabilities are there, I'm going to say things. You got the bearish divergence going on over here. Even if you do take out this high, it's going to put in another one. Again, I think you're topping. All right. IWM, it's not looking good. It really is not. You have this range going on and you're not getting back above here. You literally have a break and retest going on and you are continuously finding sellers. I don't think it's looking good. Come over here to DIA. Now, you are still just literally in this range. You did make a fresh all-time high today. you're still just sitting here in this range, all right? We don't really cover TIA too much, and that is the reason why. Guys, I did tell you, complex, inverse, head and shoulders formation. We got 2 shoulders going on here on each side. That is why if we were rejecting here, we were looking for this to create the complex right shoulder, the second right shoulder. Did y'all forget? Did y'all forget? Because I haven't taken this picture off since I put it on. Guess where I drew that? It was up here, baby. It was up here. So again, if you're going to try and make me feel bad when I'm down and kick someone in the jaw when they're down, all right, maybe you're going to get me a little frustrated, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're a pussy. All right, you're a pansy, you're a coward, and no one should be trying to bring someone else down. Focus on yourself and keep it that way, because I'll humble you. There you go. Just like I humbled myself. There we go. But yeah, guys, you got this little inverse complex head and shoulders pattern going on over here, Mr. Vix. And yeah, don't think we forgot about it. SPY, quadruple bearish divergence. VIX, again, inverse complex head and shoulders formation. You had the bullish divergence going on all the way at the bottom there. Like, even if you were to come down here, yeah, we're going to throw this pattern out the window if you undercut this low right here, which not valid if you undercut the low, but as of right now, you're literally just holding on to it for dear life. Guess what? All right, even if you come down here, we're still looking for this thing to probably explode at some point. You're going to have a bullish divergence going on. All right, but I think it's going to be we're talking, I don't want to say short term as in like beginning of the next week. I'm talking next 2 weeks. I think we're going to start selling. There's that. Do with that info with what you will. Okay. Individual ticker time. Individual ticker time. We're talking about some bear. Oh, wait. Something I want to bring up right now, all right? Long setups. Why do I really think you're like topping? What is really making Henry think about this today? Long and hard this morning. Guess what? I'm seeing so many long setups, just crazy invalidations everywhere, all right? You got the sexiest long setups going on, and they're not working out. As when that happens, guess what? Money's not going into them. That means the big money that controls the market is going against them. That means they are getting ready to, take a giant dump probably. Let's just look at some of these small caps, all right? Let's literally look at some of these A-plus setups that are just literally just crap in the bed, all right? Rivian, crap in the bed. Tesla, you had one, crap in the bed. Upstart, it's starting to crap the bed. SoFi, crap in the bed. AI, beautiful, crap the bed. Told you, broke the downtrend yesterday. It didn't matter which one you were watching. Right here, you were bouncing off of it. Right here, you already got the close underneath it. Guys, I do think you're coming all the way down here to 25.12. That's what I'm watching over here in AI. Am I playing it? No. All right? No. What am I considering, though? Roblox. Guys, I think this is actually extremely sexy, and I think this move actually just started. I think you're going to begin to move all the way down here to this low of 39.32. I'm not saying you do get down there, but if you do, you could very well do a little something like that, and then you have that. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. These long setups, they were kind of beautiful, and now they're just not working. All right? Doesn't matter how you want to look at that. Maybe that was your right shoulder, right? The thing does look ugly. You had this pennant. I actually posted this over on Twitter the other day, and we pointed this out in yesterday's video. Guess what? It was going to break one way or the other. My guess was up, but you did end up breaking down. Now, you do 110%. You have room to the downside now. All right? Your downtrend is going to be all the way down here. You will have this going on right here. But guess what? You broke it, baby. You broke it. So where's the next support at, baby? Right there. All right? Down to $40, guys. What are the targets on this one? $40 and then $39.32. Boom, bop, bing, boop, pow. That is, why am I going to delete my level? I need to watch that level. All right? There we go. All right? What is another one? Coin. Now, I'm not going to say this was a beautiful long set. It was not. You actually had a bear flag going on right here, and that's what I'm putting on your radar right now. You just started breaking down. Guys, all right, you can hold this 130, but don't let anybody, trick you into thinking 130 is really a strong level. You did have this ascending parallel channel going on here, and that aligns with 130. But it ain't 130 that's holding price up if it bounces there. It's a very weak support. You break that level. We're just going to call it 130, even though I got 130.10 on my chart. You break that level, you got nothing until the break and retest of where you really exploded from. And if you want to see how you exploded from it, guys, that was 2 weeks. You just had a 34% move. $40. Hey, guys, that is $4,000. If let's say you bought a contract 2 weeks out that was just in the money for $400, you got a 10x on your money. That's what I mean about explosions. All right. And now we're getting explosions to the downside. And I do think underneath this level, things could get a little bit spilly. All right. We could get a little slippage all the way down to this 110 level. Boom. Watch it. Your RSI is going to be all the way down there. And there you go. Boom. All right. And, you know, guys, it sucks that I expose myself to the people that are just disgusting. All right. The disgusting human nature, disgusting side of human nature, I guess we could say. But at the end of the day, guys, I know for a fact there are so many more of you guys who are just, you know, very, very decent people out there. And I just want to say I appreciate the living crap out of you guys. All right. Because, you know, I see, you know, those people. And then I see you guys. And I'm like, crap, man, these guys are making my heart warm. Jeez. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise. All right, guys. So I didn't really want to talk about too many individual setups. I'm going to have to do some scans for some downside setups. All right. And I do think we are going to continue to the downside. All right. I think on the indices, it really is just starting. I want to point out Oxy over here starting to get a bounce. All right. I'm not going to say there's a setup going on here, but I am definitely going to say right now, you are starting to get a bounce. And Warren Buffett, literally the other day, I think it was on this low right here. Yeah, he announced that, they own 30% of Oxy. So, you know, if you want to bet against this company, there you go. But, you know, they own 30%. In the long run, I'm sure this thing's going to do absolutely phenomenal. And these are kind of your long-term moments to be buying at support if you want to. And if you really want, you could shares just scale out up here. You might have to wait some time, just scale out. But yeah, you see this arrow. I drew it when we were over here. And guess what? I do think it still is going to follow that arrow. All right. That is it. All right. Those are really the only individual tickers I really want to point out, except for this last one, baby. Why are we pointing this one out? Because you held it yesterday. You didn't hold it today. You get the daily close under here, guys. Now we're talking. Short-term downside target is going to be 46 bucks. That's a $1 move, because I don't know how much those contracts are going for right now. But let me just show you, you know, what your boy is thinking on the downside. And guys, we've been playing long side setups, like, you know, long setups in the short term for a decent amount of time here, because, you know, market's been ripping. But we're on a hot streak. We're going to call it in December. And then, you know, January came around. I'm seeing long setups just, again, they're invalidating like crazy. There's no reason to be doing these. All right. Right now, I'm telling you, we're getting more downside setups. These are playing out, whereas the longs are not. Guys, you got to switch. I'm going to make the switch, which sucks. All right. It does suck. I don't even want to. I've been putting off accepting losses on China. Let's just look at NEO. I don't even want it. It's coming down support. It's not even worth money. Like, that's what I'm saying. All right. These things just absolutely died on me. They all just died on me. But you are still getting them breaking down. So that is a thing. Now, you do have support right here. But I'm just saying, these China setups, guys. All right. Whether they're going to have some stimulus money go into that economy or not, these things, I'm just saying, across the board, we're looking ugly. But I do think there's the most, you know, a chance here. We're going to say like I don't want to call it a decent chance, but I want to call it a 50-50 chance. I think China is going to rip while the U.S. stocks take a dive. I don't know. Don't ask. But, you know, I do think that is what is setting up. These guys have been loading. I do think that is there. All right. But with that being said, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the attention. All right. On these charts. All right, guys. Put them on your radar if you'd like. There you go. Actually, check out SMH, because SMH happens to be the leader. All right. I want to point out SMH, lower high so far. QQQ, lower high so far. SPY, not lower high so far, but you did put in the quadruple bearish divergence, right, guys? So overall, it's really not looking too good. All right. Apple, you did end up getting your dead cat bounce. Those off of the, I know this is the EMA, but let's see if it kind of aligns here. You had the 200 DMA literally marked their bottom over here. Yeah, it was literally right here. Yeah. All right, guys. So if Apple does decide to take a dive here and it takes out this low, we're looking for buyers to step in somewhere in this golden pocket. All right. And if you can't hold up in this golden pocket, that's when we're literally going to be looking for this low to be taken out. All right. I know we're talking about some heavy stuff in this video, but going into the weekend, all right, that's what I'm thinking. It's really what I'm thinking. And actually, prime short side setup, I'm just going to let you guys know right now. See where that arrow is? Because I drew that arrow, I believe it was on this day right here. All right. I had actually 2 arrows originally. They're right here. All right. They both led to downside. Guess what? You're now at the top of your rising wedge. This thing kind of looks beautiful for a downside move. All right. As you lose the zone right here, that is when this is considered a false breakout. And then we probably will see a very quick move all the way down from 143 down to this trend line around 140. That right there is a $3 move. Oh, I pulled up these cons. See what we're talking. Let's see what we're talking. All right. What ticker were we talking that was really cheap? It was RK. Was it RK? We got RK that we talked about. We got, I think it was RK. Was that the cheap one? Let's actually look at these Roblox prices because I'm considering that one. I'm just on my break, guys. That is what I'm doing right now. All right. I happen to, you know, very good at planning on short videos, and they turn into 20-30 minute videos. But you know, we got substance in these guys. All right. Yeah, in the money. We're talking 77 cents, guys. And if you do end up seeing a sell down to that 40 level, you will see 77 cents go to 136. There you go. There is your 80% return right there. What happens if you get to 39 and they go to $200 from 77 cents? Now we're talking 150% gains, baby. All right, guys. So that's really what we're looking over here on Roblox. Let's look at over here on RK. All right. Come over here. What was the target on 46 we were talking about, right? Yeah, 46 bucks. RK. 46 bucks, right? And again, bear flag, break and retest. Yes, the ideal short entry would have been right there. But, you know, at that point, I didn't put it together in my head that, hey, we're seeing only short setups work out right now and long setups just, you know, taking your boy for a ride. So we're not going to do that. All right. So ideal entry. But yeah, this is also the breakout entry right there if you would like. And you did actually get the break and retest. All right. It was a little sloppy looking there, but that is that. All right. If you break down under here, guys, you have nothing until 46 bucks. Let's look at it. And if I take these, I'm going to honestly start downside setups, just keeping things light. I've been keeping things like, I call them lotto size. It's under 100 bucks. All right. Or, you know, slightly over if the contract is right over 100 bucks. Half size, I've been, you know, trying to stick with around 200 bucks, 150 to 200, and then, you know, full size has been anywhere from 300 to 400. But recently, guys, I've only been doing these lottos because I've been noticing these longs have not been freaking working, man. They have not. All right, and you know, I'm glad I put 2 and 2 together today. Right here, guys, you will have nothing until you come all the way down here to 46 bucks. We're talking 47 calls. I told you they'd be cheap, baby. We're talking 70 cents. You end up coming down to 46. All right, intrinsic value will be 100 bucks. There's your 40% gain if I'm doing mental math right. And then guess what? If you know you still have some extrinsic value, we're talking you're going to be coming up here to 122. That is again like your 70 to 80% gain. And let's just look at where you could fall to if you're not going to hold that, which I think this thing could again get, you know, a little spilly here if you do decide to take a turn. Guess what? Let's just look at things. If it's going to be a full-on retracement like I'm thinking, guess what, baby? We're coming all the way down here. And it could happen by next week. It could happen all the way down here. I'm not saying that happens next week, all right? I'm just saying there's 50% retracement right here around 44 bucks. And if that becomes the case, you're talking about a 47 call that you bought for 70 cents going to a boom bop bing boo pow with 300 schmeckles. There you go. All right. There's your there's going into next week. There's your lotto potential. What is that? A 500 percenter? Am I doing math right? We're going to say 400 to 500 because, you know, I'm too much mental math going on right now. All right, guys. So with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day. I love you guys and peace.